Good morning, Judge Moore and Judge Wang. This morning's filing is to provide more evidence in support of my argument to impeach Governor Jared Polis for inciting insurrection in the state of Colorado with his unconstitutional mask mandates, social distancing, and social isolation regulations. In this morning's Denver Gazette, there's an article about a massive party at CU Boulder turned riot. Leadership's response to this is, we oppose this, we strongly oppose this, and these people who caused this riot are no longer welcome here. This is not the response of leaders. A leadership response to tragedy, and this riot is a tragedy. We had deaths of police officers. I'm sure many people were injured. And just any event that breaks out in violence is a tragedy. A leadership response to this is curiosity. Why did this happen in the first place? It is because Governor Jared Polis and the Dem establishment in Colorado have cooped up a primarily healthy population. So over 99% of Colorado's population will recover quickly from COVID-19. Colorado is an outdoorsy state, an adventurous state, an athletic state, and in the top 20th percentile of healthy states across America. Our greatest defense against COVID-19 is a strong immune system. And healthy, outdoorsy, athletic, adventurous people build strong immune systems. My daughter just had a dance competition with her pom team this past weekend. They did awesome. Is any of this news hitting the papers or the news channels? Is the strength and power of Colorado's population ever making a news story? It's not, and it needs to change. Colorado's leadership needs to change from a fear-mongering. I can't even call him a leader. I cannot call Governor Jared Polis a leader. He's a fear-mongerer. He's out in front with fear. Not having an awareness of his own fear, but projecting it on to his whole population. And it's not okay. It has incited insurrection for long enough. These acts of violence are happening not just in Boulder. I read an article a few weeks ago about a county in Colorado that is dealing with multiple acts of violence weekly. And the person interviewed said that their county usually deals with about 6 acts of violence per year. And they're fielding multiple incidences of violence per week. When I conducted the cause of death analysis back in October, it showed that drug overdoses and homicides were the biggest cause of death increase from 2019 to 2020. When leaders project crisis and doom and gloom onto healthy people, our natural conditioned response is fight, flight, freeze. We go into survival. So we're either going to fight, we're going to run to find something to relieve our stress, and a lot of people are running to drugs, or we're going to freeze. And so many people are frozen in silence and not speaking up and taking a stand in resistance to Governor Jared Polis's unconstitutional and unlawful mandates that has incited insurrection, causing violence and drug overdoses. When the real story of Colorado is that we're the shit. Colorado is waking up. Colorado is strong and powerful. That's the truth of Colorado. We are primarily a thriving state. That's what needs to be out in front. That's the story that needs to be being told. Every day you keep this case on hold, more people will die or get hurt from acts of violence or drugs. And the longer people stay frozen and they keep their stress on the inside, we will see illnesses spike in the future. Because when you hold your stress on the inside, all those drugs have nowhere to go and they eventually create illness. Take a stand today and get the impeachment process for Governor Jared Polis going. I'm taking a stand today and announcing my candidacy to be the Republican opponent against Jared Polis in 2022. I intend to take his seat in November 2022 to lead Colorado and America into an era of thriving and out of our era of merely surviving. We're done with this. We've evolved past it. And Colorado is going to be the leader for America and ultimately the world. Please do not dismiss my case because I'm announcing my candidacy in this video. I wasn't aware that I was going to run against Governor Jared Polis when I eventually filed the lawsuit. But now, after today's news and after everything that's happened over the last year, I was just running for the wrong seat last year. I will take Governor Jared Polis' seat in 2022 and lead Colorado into a new era of thriving. Let's start the process to kick him off his throne now.